President Ross is about to speak, but he feels scared. He asks about his daughter, Betty. She still won't talk to him after what he did to Bruce Banner in the past. His team says they tried, but she won't answer. In his speech, Ross talks about staying strong together. He reminds people of the time when half of the population vanished and a huge celestial being rose from the ocean. He says things are hard, but we must stick together to move on. Soon, the news talks about his past. They bring up how he chased the Hulk and did some bad things, like the Abomination. Ross says he's better now, but not everyone believes him. 5 months later in Mexico, Captain America aka Sam Wilson is on a mission with Torres and other army men. Ross sends them to stop a secret package from being stolen. No one knows what's inside, only that it matters very much. Sam drops into the meeting spot. The guards are already there. He moves fast, taking them down one by one. He's there to grab the package, but prioritizes saving hostages first. Unexpectedly, the big bad villain appears. It's the Serpent Leader, Sidewinder. He finds a priest with a group of women who are praying. He wants to know where the buyer of the package is. When the priest stays silent, Sidewinder gives a cruel order. Get rid of all the hostages, he orders his men. Before anything bad happens, Captain America arrives. Serpent Leader runs off while his men charge at Sam. Sam doesn't stop. He fights with speed and heart. Serpent Leader slips away, but Torres tells Sam to go after him. Sam catches up to stop the Serpent Leader, but his huge bulky bodyguard steps in to save his master. Sam stays calm and takes him down with his amazing fighting skills. Back at the site, Torres suits up as the new Falcon. He secures the package, safe from the wrong hands. While talking to one of his team, Sam thinks the buyer never planned to meet the Serpent Leader. The buyer paid a lot, just to send the container to Japan instead. Somewhere else, Ross visits a grave. Karen Lee Ross, his wife who passed away. He stands there quietly. He misses his daughter, but knows their bond is still broken. He thinks about his past and how it hurt her. His assistant, Layla, gently asks if he's talked to Betty. Ross says no. He knows she doesn't believe he can change. He emphasizes on the treaty must happen. It means everything to him now. Later, Sam meets Torres. Torres wants to be the new Falcon, but Sam feels he needs more training. He takes him to Isaiah Bradley, a forgotten hero who had the super soldier serum. The government locked him away and tested on him for years. During training, Sam gets a call from President Ross. Isaiah watches, but he is not happy. He still carries pain from what was done to him by Ross and the government. Ross invites Sam to the White House to say thank you. Sam tells Torres and Isaiah to come too. Isaiah agrees, but he doesn't like it. That night, the three head to the White House. They stop for a selfie, not knowing cameras are watching them. Sam meets Ross. Ross thanks him for saving the package. He says it will help with a big peace treaty deal. Then he surprises Sam. He wants him to help bring back the Avengers. Sam stays calm. He reminds Ross that he was the one who broke the team with the Sokovia Accords. Ross says to think about it, then brings in Japan's Prime Minister for a photo. As Sam leaves, Ross says they could still work together. That night, Ross gives a speech to world leaders. He says that since the Celestial rose from the ocean, countries started to study it. They found something called adamantium, stronger than vibranium. The package Sam saved had some inside. Ross says if countries sign the treaty, the adamantium can be shared fairly. But then, gunshots. People scream. Security rushes in. In the chaos, Isaiah is seen holding a weapon. His eyes are wide, like something is controlling him. Sam, Torres, and Ruth Bat-Seraph, the president's top guard, run after him. Police follows. They block him in. Sam begs him to stop. He warns it could get worse. Isaiah gives up. Later, Sam goes to Ross. He asks to help Isaiah. Ross allows only Ruth to stay. Sam says something feels wrong. Ross says maybe Isaiah planned it. Ruth says others fired too. Military and Secret Service. It felt like a full attack. Sam says Isaiah didn't even know where he was. He wants to find the truth, but Ross cuts him off. He says Sam's done enough. Then Ruth speaks. She reminds Ross what he did to Isaiah. The tests, the pain, the prison. Maybe Isaiah wants revenge now. Sam says he'll still work with Ross, just like he asked, if he allows him to help Isaiah. But Ross turns cold. The offer is gone. He tells Sam, "You are no Steve Rogers." Sam felt a sting with every word. Sam rushes to Isaiah. Isaiah looks tired and lost. He tells Sam he would never hurt anyone. He doesn't remember what happened. He says it was a normal day. He got a haircut, picked up his suit, and went to the White House. But something felt wrong the whole time. He remembers the selfie with Sam and Torres. Then his phone died. After that, nothing. He woke up in the park, police all around. Sam believes him, but Isaiah says it doesn't matter. He feels like his story is over. If Sam really wants to help, he should just walk away. At the same time, Ruth watches Sam and Isaiah on the CCTV. She thanks the agent who let Sam speak to him for informing her. Meanwhile, Torres tells Sam he got White House camera footage. On it, he sees Isaiah's phone flicker with strange lights. The same thing happened to a general who also attacked. Sam shares his theory. Someone planned this. They used Serpent Leader to draw Captain America to the White House and made sure Isaiah was there too. It was all a trap. He thinks Isaiah was mind-controlled, just like the Winter Soldier. The others might have been too. Sam tells Torres to dig into Ruth. Ruth watches the same footage. She begins to understand what happened too. Meanwhile, the president asks an officer if the prisoner is still locked up. The officer says yes. Elsewhere, Serpent Leader attacks. He fires at Sam's car and tells someone on the phone the job is done. But he's wrong. Captain America is ready. Sam strikes fast. Serpent Leader isn't shocked. He says his buyer knew this would happen. The fight begins. He laughs, says Sam is nothing without his gear. But Sam proves him wrong. He hits hard. Sidewinder falls. He's badly hurt. His phone rings. Sam picks it up. The voice on the other end says Sam did well, but he won't like what comes next. From a hidden base, President Ross joins a video call with world leaders. They talk about the adamantium deal, but it doesn't go well. The leaders question him. If he can't control his own country, how can they trust him? Someone brings up Japan. Their prime minister is missing. That worries everyone. No one wants to sign anything without Japan. Ross is warned, if Japan stays out, others may back away too. Things are not looking good. Later, Torres finds more information about Ruth. She was trained in the Red Room. That means she's a Black Widow. Sam says they better not get in her way. Sam and Torres go over video from the attack. Isaiah had Ross in his sight, but the shot missed. That seems strange. Torres checks the last call made to Sidewinder. It came from a place called Camp Echo 1. Sam says they should go there. Ruth visits Isaiah. She meets the same agent who let Sam in before, but this time, something is off. The agent is holding a weapon and not talking. He suddenly uses it on two prisoners, then turns it on himself. Ruth reacts fast. She decides to get Isaiah out right away. They need to be far from danger. Ross is now flying to Japan. He hears that Sam and Torres left for Camp Echo 1. He orders his assistant to stop them no matter what. Ross then gets a call from a soldier guarding Isaiah, but someone else picks up. There's a loud noise. Then it's Samuel Stearns on the line. Stearns says Ross left him in prison after all the help he gave. He warns that Betty, Ross's daughter, will hate what she learns about him. Stearns says what's coming will ruin Ross. Even Betty won't stand by him. Shaken, Ross tells Ruth to forget Isaiah. He needs her at Camp Echo 1, now. Sam and Torres reach the camp. It's full of traps, but they push through. Inside, it's quiet. No guards, no signs of life. Then they find something odd. A lab hidden behind the prison. That's not right. They look around and find proof. Someone was watching Isaiah the whole time. Sam also finds some pills with a note. It says, 3 pills a day. Do not go over the dose. They look like the ones President Ross has been using. Something about it feels wrong. He knows this isn't just normal medicine. Meanwhile, in Japan, Ross meets the Prime Minister. He says the adamantium treaty is a good deal for all. But the Prime Minister isn't sure. He heard that Ross plans to steal the metal. Ross forces a smile. He says if that were true, he wouldn't have sent Captain America to secure the package. But the Prime Minister isn't convinced. He says Japan won't sign the adamantium treaty. Then he warns Ross to be careful. In the lab, Torres keeps working on the music signal. He finds out that the song Mr. Blue hides a secret code. It's not just a tune, it can be used to control people's minds. Then the buyer shows up. It's Samuel Stearns. He admits he paid the Serpent Leader to steal the adamantium. But that wasn't his real goal. He wanted to take down Ross. Stearns explains that Ross locked him away for years, without a trial. After an accident changed his brain, the government used his new mind in secret. He could now predict the probability of future actions. Ross used Stearns' mind to rise in power, always saying he'd set him free. But he never did. Sam warns Stearns that his plan is hurting people. It's pulling Isaiah into danger, but Stearns doesn't care. He says Ross should never get a second chance. Then something changes. Stearns triggers the mind control signal. Soldiers nearby turn against Sam and Torres. Stearns walks away, untouched. Sam and Torres fight back. They hold off the soldiers, but it doesn't stop. More keep coming. Then Ruth shows up. She didn't plan to join, but now she has no choice. She moves fast, knocking out the soldiers with clear skill. Her past as a Black Widow shows. After the fight, they run. Ruth helped Captain America because he was right. Stearns can't be far. She says they should secure the area, but before they can, more soldiers arrive. They say they're under orders. They must arrest Captain America and Torres. Suddenly the radio crackles. That same mind control song starts again. Sam and Torres know what's about to happen. The soldiers lift their weapons. Ruth acts fast. She unlocks Sam and Torres. Together, they break free before things turn worse. In Japan, Ross makes a bold move. Since Japan won't sign the deal, he wants full control of the adamantium. His advisor warns him. If the US takes it by force, it could start a huge war. But Ross doesn't back down. In the US, Sam, Ruth, and Torres search for help. They go to someone unexpected, the Serpent Leader. Sam wants to talk to him alone, but tells Ruth to listen in. Sam reminds the leader, Sidewinder, that he once promised to find the man who wasted his time. That man was Stearns. Sidewinder agrees to talk, but only if Sam agrees to a deal. He wants less time in jail and a nicer cell. Sam accepts, and Sidewinder shares the truth. Stearns had been exposed to gamma rays like Bruce Banner, but instead of helping him, Ross ordered the dose to be stronger. The radiation gave Stearns a special mind. He could calculate the probability of future events with precision. Ross used Stearns' gift to make new gear and weapons. He told Stearns he'd be free one day, but it was a lie. Stearns had the Serpent Leader steal Japan's adamantium, but that was just part of it. Stearns wanted to stir up trouble between the US and Japan. His real plan was to bring Ross down. Worse than that, Stearns perfected technology that lets him control people's mind. Sam knows this has to stop now. He goes to see the president, who is on Celestial Island, right where US and Japan are already tense. Sam asks Ross if he's been feeling strange. Ross says he feels fine. Then Sam brings up Stearns. Ross admits his health had been failing. Doctors had no answers. Stearns gave him pills that really helped. In return, Ross gave Stearns full control of the Camp Echo 1 lab. He says he was scared. The pills kept him going. Ross also shares something personal. After what Hulk situation, his daughter Betty never forgave him. He was holding on, just trying to show he could still do good. Suddenly, news breaks. 2 mind-controlled soldiers attack the Japanese fleet. Ross tells Sam and Torres to help Japan and stop them from fighting back. Ross pleads with the Prime Minister to believe him that he did not order the soldiers to attack. But when asked who is behind all this, Ross says nothing. So the Prime Minister doesn't trust him. Stearns speaks to Ross again. He says the pills work, but Ross's anger is still there. Stearns tells him not to fight it, let it rise. On the battlefield, Sam and Torres fight the mind-controlled troops. Then, a missile flies in. Sam acts fast, but Torres is hit. He falls into the ocean. Sam is told help is coming to secure Torres, so he doesn't stop. He pushes forward and manages to stop a full war from starting. Later, the Japanese Prime Minister hears what Sam did. Captain America saved lives and de-escalated the situation. Now Sam stands in the hospital, watching doctors treat Torres. Bucky is there too. He tells Sam not to blame himself. Things will get better. Then Sam mentions Steve Rogers. He says everything feels like it's falling apart. Torres is hurt. Isaiah is still locked up. Stearns got away. Maybe Steve screwed up and picked the wrong guy to carry the shield. He should have picked Bucky. Bucky doesn't agree with Sam's doubt. He says Steve picked Sam because he trusted him. Even Steve couldn't protect everyone. Bucky says Steve gave hope, but Sam gives people something more. They want to be better. This stays with Sam as he heads for his next flight. He's aiming to become a congressman. An army general checks the pills found at the lab. He gets a call. Someone tells him the pills are filled with gamma radiation and built to work through the bloodstream. But before he can tell Sam, Stearns shows up and stops his heart with a click. Ross later speaks with Betty. She says sorry for not calling after the White House attack. Ross asks her to meet again, like the old days. She agrees. For once, Ross feels truly happy. Not far away, Stearns meets Sam near the hospital. He tells Sam that one plan may be ruined, but he still has another. The pills give him control over Ross. Sam says someone is already working on stopping that. Stearns warns, Ross will soon lose control. Ross gives a public speech. He says peace is coming. A treaty will be signed. Reporters ask tough questions about Japan and Stearns. Ross begins to lose his cool. Then, breaking news flashes, Stearns is caught. As he's taken away, he warns everyone that they're about to see who Ross really is. Ross can't take it anymore. Years of stress and pain explode. He turns into a huge red beast. He sees his reflection and doesn't know who he is anymore. Anger takes over. Captain America shows up. He brings Ross to the place where Ross used to walk with Betty. Sam begs him to stop and face Stearns. But Ross is gone. Only rage remains. They fight. Ross is powerful, too strong. He even rips Sam's suit during the fight. A blast shakes the place, but both are still standing. Help arrives. Sam makes one last try. He tells Ross that he never took the super soldier serum, not because he was scared, but because he wanted to stay human. He says Betty should see the real Ross. That gets through. Ross starts to change back. Later, Stearns is moved to a safer prison. Before going to the hospital, Sam visits Isaiah. Good news spreads. The treaty is signed. Peace is coming back. At the Raft prison, Sam visits Ross. He tells him he respects his choice to step down and own up. Japan also accepted the treaty. Ross asks why Sam came. Sam says, if they didn't believe people could change, they wouldn't be here. But he can't stay long. Betty is on her way. When she walks in, Ross lights up. He's glad to see her again. Torres is better now, but still feels off. Wen says he's proud. He used to watch heroes on TV. Now, he stands next to one. Sam tells him to keep his suit close. Ross was right about one thing. The world still needs the Avengers. In the post-credit scene, Sam visits Stearns in his cell. Stearns smirks. He says he's seen what's coming. He warns that the heroes are wrong. This isn't the only world, and soon they'll have to protect it, not just from bad people, but from something else. And that's how the story ends. For now. This movie wasn't just about fights and powers. It showed how Sam sees being Captain America as more than just saving people. He also wants to speak for those who never had a voice. Steve wore the shield for duty, but Sam carries it for the people.